These are Permapaque opaque pigment markers. They're an opaque paint marker that will work on paper, plastic, wood, and glass. There are 20 colors, both 13 basics and 7 metallics. And let me show you how they work. First of all, you may have noticed it is a dual point marker, meaning there are 2 tips. The first tip is a chisel tip, so that's a nice wide tip for covering lots of surface. And the second tip is this bullet tip, which is great for detail work. You can in fact work quite small. And I wanted to show you this on a variety of surfaces. Here, for instance, is a wooden box, and you can see that I can color that in so easily. It's nice and opaque, and I have a little more control than I would with paint. And if I use the chisel tip side of it, then you can see I can cover quite a bit of space with absolutely no problem. Look how beautiful that is. Now, another nice benefit of these paint markers is if you open this box, you can see inside. Now, if I put paint here, the box wouldn't close properly because it would be two-dimensional. But I can use my Permapaque paint marker with absolutely no problem. It covers it up. I have a beautiful interior edge, and my box will close perfectly because there is no dimension. Isn't that easy and fantastic? It can also be used, for instance, this is an inexpensive ceramic ornament, and I can just decorate it and design it and put whatever I would like on it. I can do some circles, I can do an outline of the edge, whatever I want. These are non-toxic and odorless, so they're great and easy to use, and they dry super, super quickly, so you're never worried about smearing or anything like that. As you can see, I'm running my finger through here, and absolutely nothing is happening. They work great on things like transparencies. Let's say you wanted to color in these leaves, you can just do a nice rough job, and you see that when you turn it over, look how beautifully those leaves are covered and totally colored green. I love that. It also works on surfaces like metal. I'm gonna go ahead and just do some funky little stripes, and I'm gonna divide those stripes up. And you can see how easily it goes down on the metal. And then I'm gonna switch to the other tip, and I'm just going to go ahead and color in some of those segments. I'm totally lazy, so using the big side just makes it go a little bit faster. And then I like to use these pens all the time to mark stuff, so maybe this is a tag for something in my craft room. This is where I keep all my pencils. And let's do a little smiley face there. Okay. Great little embellishment that I made from canvas. Now this looks like it uses traditional paint. It does not. It uses these fantastic Permapaque markers. So as you can see, all I do is I just draw on it, and notice how there is absolutely no bleeding. That doesn't wick away through the fabric. And I'm just going to go ahead and color that in. These pens are archival quality ink, so you never have to worry about anything with them. They're completely chemically stable. They are waterproof and fade resistant, and they also, as I mentioned, they dry really quickly, which I just love to death. And now I'm just going to go over with the broad tip. You can see I've got that great two-tone blue. It's nice and painty. It looks really beautiful. And of course, I use it all the time in my art journal. That's a great place to use it. You can see I've done a big drawing here with my Permapaque markers, and really the Permapaque markers do not go through the other page. Isn't that nice to know? You can write with them and they don't go through. So let's say I add some doodling here, and again, it does not go through the other page. And I can also go ahead and grab a really wet paintbrush, and I can come right into here, go right over this, and notice how none of it bleeds at all whatsoever. It's totally fine. So these are a great product. I highly recommend to you the Sakura Permapaque opaque pigment markers. Have fun creating something.